Today's adventure begins with a simple question. What is the highest point one can access by vehicle in the state of Washington? Seeking an answer to that question has led us here, to one of Washington's most pristine, most beautiful, and most rugged areas. We're here in the North Cascades, which is one of my absolute favorite places in all of Washington. I think it is perhaps the most beautiful part of Washington State. We've spent a lot of time up here, but we have never got off pavement and explored, and we've never camped. And so that is our mission this week, is to get off pavement, to explore some trails, and to do some dispersed camping. So we're on our way up Highway 20 right now, and we should be off pavement in a couple hours, and we're gonna start looking for a site. We're also going to climb the highest pass that you can access by a vehicle in Washington State, which is Hart's Pass. And so we're gonna be doing that this weekend as well. Excited to see what kind of views we get up from the top. Excited to see what options there are out here for dispersed camping and exploring. And so come along with us and we'll see what we find. All right, so we made it to camp for night one. After heading over Highway 20, we ducked off of the main road in Mazama and gassed up, and then we just kind of found a little forest road that took us down close to a river. So really, we're just gonna make some dinner and then enjoy hanging out with friends that we haven't camped with in almost a year. And then tomorrow morning when we get up, we will be driving up Hart's Pass to the top of Slate Peak, which has been on my list for a couple of years now. It's supposed to be some incredible views at the top. So that's what's in store for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm just gonna relax and enjoy the rest of the night. Well, we've got a little unexpected thunderstorm rolling through right now. And it just started dumping rain and it's getting a little windy, but got the awning up just in time. So I think we're gonna see how many people we can cram in a tiny little awning and ride this thing out. But yeah, you don't expect that when you go camping in August.
I mean, what's right there, sorry?
All right, well, it's stopped raining, so that's good. So now we've got some dinner going. We've got fish tacos on the grill tonight. Been waiting all day for this. Glad it stopped raining so everybody can kind of come out from the awning and we can enjoy the rest of our evening. Yeah.
So right. Good.
got my co-star here this morning. Gloria, what do you think about this campsite?
I like it.
Do you like it? What is your favorite part about this campsite?
Well, my favorite part is playing piggy.
Playing piggy? That's the best part?
Yeah,
Oh.
I like it.
Were your marshmallows good last night?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And my s'more too.
And your s'more?
Yeah.
Yum. You looking forward to today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ow.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, my armpit.
Oh, your armpit, sorry, that's my fault. What a beautiful morning it is. There is not a cloud in the sky, which is in stark contrast to last night. We had a thunderstorm that rolled through, we had some lightning, and we had an absolute downpour of rain for about 20 minutes. The downside is everything in camp got kind of soaked. And so I think the plan for today is going to be to leave camp set up. We're gonna call this base camp. And then we're gonna head up Hart's Pass, which is actually just behind me. The road leads up a little shelf road there. And then we're going to go to Slate Peak, which is, again, the highest point that you can drive in the state of Washington. Just really excited to explore the North Cascades off pavement, which is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. But anyway, everybody is just wrapping up their breakfast and their coffee this morning, and pretty soon we'll be on our way up to the top of Slate Peak. All right, here we are, the official beginning of Hart's Pass. There are some who say Hart's Pass is the most dangerous road to drive in all of Washington. I'll let you be the judge of that, but just for reference, this particular section was the narrowest and roughest that the road got. Another thing worth noting is that oncoming traffic can pose a potential challenge here, as some spots of the road become narrow enough that passing can become a bit difficult. Having reached the summit of Hart's Pass and the established campground that sits here, we began our final ascent to the top of Slate Peak. Well, all right, we made it to the top of Slate Peak, which is right behind me. The gate is locked. The road goes up to this fire lookout. So we are right now officially at the highest point that you can access by vehicle in Washington State. We're at a little bit over 7,000 feet, and without a doubt, this is the best view I have ever seen in Washington State. So let me show you. It's not going to do any justice on camera, but this is what we're looking at right now. Unbelievable views. I've been waiting years to come up here, and now that I'm up here, I can say that honestly it has blown away my expectations. The road to get up is actually really easy. You could come up here in any crossover. You could even come up here probably in a sedan, and it is absolutely worth it. The views are breathtaking. So we're going to go explore. We'll probably walk up to the top of the hill here where the fire lookout is. We're just going to take our time and enjoy being up here. This is absolutely incredible. How many times have I said that now? Like 3 times? This is absolutely incredible. Let's make it 4.
Slate Peak's story is an interesting one. A fire lookout was first built here in 1924. And then, in 1956, the Air Force leveled the mountain summit by removing some 40 feet from its peak. This was done to install a radar station which would function as part of an early warning system against inbound Russian bombers. The radar station itself was never built, but in its place a new fire lookout tower was eventually built, and as it sits, it's the second highest fire lookout in Washington State.
Nothing like climbing up the side of a mountain to make me realize I'm out of shape. Look at these views.
We've traveled a lot in Washington State. It's kind of our backyard, and this is right on the border of a wilderness area, and so everything is just pristine. This is just an incredible spot to come, take some photos, soak in the views, and absolutely worth the hike up and the drive up, and the drive up was great as well. So anyway, we're just gonna soak in these views for a little bit before we head back down and work our way back down the mountain.
It's nothing like I've ever seen before. All right, so we just are leaving Slate Peak, the top of Slate Peak. Now Jeff is going to drive down, and I'm going to have to be on the edge again. When you're driving, it's not that bad because you don't get to look down.
So both ways, up and down, you got the cliffside.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. All right, well, we made it back to camp. We made it back down the mountain, and we've just been relaxing and enjoying this afternoon. I'm just out exploring and walking around camp a little bit, and I thought that I would just recap the experience of getting up to the top of Hart's Pass. So if that's something that you're interested in doing and you want to check it out, a couple things to note. Total time took us about an hour and 20 minutes from the bottom to the top. It's something like 20 miles to the top of Slate Peak from the bottom of the pass. The road conditions are good. Really, any vehicle could get up there. We saw a Tesla, we saw a handful of sedans, any crossover, should get up there, make short work of it. There are, usual potholes and corrugations and kind of that usual Pacific Northwest stuff, but really nothing to keep you from getting up there. The drive itself was a lot of fun. There are a couple sections that get a little bit narrow and some shelf roads, so if you're not a fan of shelf roads, do be aware of that. I'm a weirdo, so I actually really enjoy shelf roads, so for me it was great. And of course the payoff at the top was absolutely incredible. I think I've said it a dozen times in this video so far, but my absolute favorite view, my new favorite view in all of Washington State is the top of Slate Peak. So I would highly encourage you to come out here and check it out. I will also say that on the way back down the mountain, we spent a little bit of time scouting for dispersed campsites. And there are not a ton, but there are a few dispersed campsites along the way up the pass. There's also a number of dispersed campsites before you go up the pass, which is where we are now. And then there's also a ton of primitive campgrounds. There's 3 or 4 primitive campgrounds between the bottom of the pass and the top of the pass. So there are plenty of places to camp out here in the North Cascades. And so overall, a great experience, a great first time adventure in the North Cascades. We will absolutely be back, that's for sure. There's more roads at the top of the pass that I want to check out and we want to see. And so with that, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the day. I'm going to shut the camera off and just enjoy hanging out with friends. So that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this video to more people. And if you enjoy this type of content, do consider subscribing. We've got more videos from around the Pacific Northwest coming soon. So until then, cheers and have a great day.